Today we're continuing our series on the 20-day challenge. Today we're going to be talking about something that's really important, which is taking 100% responsibility. What have we talked about so far in this course? Okay, so far we've talked about aspirations that become your goals, that we come up with a system or a process in order to achieve them. As long as you've taken that aspiration and you have come up with a goal that is going to be achievable, that you have direct control over, and you have a system for achieving that goal. Again, we could go back to the example of me trying to get 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. The only thing that's going to stop me from doing that, okay, is execution. And that's what's so important. That's why we have accountability, okay? But also is responsibility. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. We have to accept responsibility. And again, I recap this whole trusting the process, this idea of divorcing the actions from the results, so that you can understand that you cannot take responsibility, okay, 100% responsibility for the results. But you can take 100% responsibility for the action. So what does that mean? Does that mean that ultimately you can tell yourself, oh, I'm not responsible for the results of things? To some degree, yes. Okay. Now, you may personally be responsible for the results of things in your life. Okay. You may be responsible for doing your job and for like if you have performance metrics or performance results that you need to achieve, you may be responsible for those. But you can't really assume within yourself 100% responsibility for things that you can't control. And the only thing that you can control are your actions. So what I want you to focus on is not worrying about the results. Again, this is another way of not worrying about the results, okay? And not taking responsibility for the results directly. Instead, just take 100% responsibility for your actions. Just choose to say that no matter what happens, no matter what the results are, no matter what someone else does, no matter what the circumstances are, I am 100% responsible for the actions that I choose to or choose not to take. That's going to help you on your path to success. It's going to help you to reach your goals. It's going to help you to execute, okay? Because you can be committed, okay? And you can have accountability, but if you don't take responsibility, okay? If you have the victim mindset, right? That's the opposite of the Bulldog mindset, right? If you guys are here on this channel, you're about having the Bulldog mindset, okay? If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe and let's get the Bulldog mindset. But if you choose to blame someone else, to blame circumstances, to say that it's not your responsibility, then you're going to be adopting the victim mindset. You're going to let other people and other things have control over things that you actually have control over, right? Most people have it backwards. What they do is they take responsibility for the results, okay? But they don't take responsibility for the action. They say that this person impeded me, this person stopped me, I didn't do this because of this, right? And they say that I'm disadvantaged or I have this working against me. And all those things may be true, but it doesn't excuse you from the actions that you can take and that you should take, right? So we've come up with our plan here, okay? And like I said, if you've been following along, if you haven't, then go back to video 1 and follow along and go ahead and take this challenge and go through this and take your aspirations and make them into goals and make them into systems, okay? And go through this, okay? But if you do that, if you want to achieve whatever you want to achieve in life, okay? As long as you do that and you take responsibility, 100% responsibility for those actions that are a part of that system that is going to lead to that goal, that has a very high probability of accomplishing that aspiration, then you've done what you can. Okay, and then that's the thing is like about this concept. If you take responsibility for the actions, then you've done what you can. And like I said, most people have the opposite. They are taking responsibility for the result, and they can't always control the result. So they're beating themselves up when they've done the right things, when they've taken the right actions, or more likely than that, when they get good results, okay, but they haven't taken the right actions, they're congratulating themselves. They think they're awesome. They think they're great. In reality, they feel like a phony. They know that they're a fraud. This is where we get that imposter syndrome coming from, is when you get good results, but you know deep down in your heart that you did not take the actions that should have led to those results because you didn't do all that you could. So all I'm asking you to do is to commit today to taking 100% responsibility, not for the result. You can't control the result. We know that you can't control the result. Other people may put you on the hook for the result. That's fine. But in your mind, in your heart, you have to take 100% responsibility for the actions. And if you do that, and you do what you're supposed to do, and you do those actions to the best of your ability, that should give you some relief. It should take some stress off of you, because that's the best that anyone can do. What more can you do than figure out to the best of your ability what the right actions are and do those actions? If you've done that, you've done everything that you can, and the results are left up to fate. The results will come eventually by taking the right action. You know, just like any pro poker player knows, that if I consistently and continuously take the right actions, then the results, they will eventually follow. I eventually will make money. I eventually will succeed at what I'm trying to do. And even if I couldn't, even if it didn't happen, I would know that I had done everything that I can. So have you done everything you can? If so, good. Give yourself a pat on the back. If you haven't, pick yourself up, dust yourself back off, commit today to taking 100% responsibility for the actions. Even though you've done all these other things, okay, it's going to get hard, okay? And if you don't know that it's going to get hard, believe me, it is going to get hard, and we're going to be talking about that in the next video. So make sure you stay tuned. I will talk to you next time. Take care.